What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome everyone to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Tennessee Volunteers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Vols will kick it away first. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Thompson. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Gets it past the marker. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
That early in the game, I love when you set the tone and make the quarterback feel uncomfortable. Nice job getting him on the ground, getting your first sack of the day. Listen, they had 3 last week, but they want to continue to build on that number and keep getting it higher, and that's a great start.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Unloads quickly. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on 4th down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Looking for room. It's Lewis. Follows a good block there. Picks up 3s out to the 9.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Grab behind the line. It's Matthews. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
And the Volunteers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Sends it back in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete, out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Give to the running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Texas Tech endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Lubbock, and the Red Raiders came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. So here is the Tennessee offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Bennett. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, that receiver, he knew he had to get his head turned around quickly. He's running the curl route against zone coverage, but he knows his quarterback is going to be firing that ball into him. It's a rocket pass. He's able to make the catch and get the first.
On the run, it's Lewis. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
And the Vols are marching down the field. They want to run it left here. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The give to the tailback. Past the first down marker and still running. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. play of the period, first down here. Wants to throw on first down. Shoots it to the left. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Out of the gun, the running back has it.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. Runs through a tackle. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the catch. It's Thompson. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Creates a little room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, we know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone and the field shrinks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting the long touchdown.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like...
Oh, he's got some space. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Making side adjustments here. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Sherrill. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Volunteers want to crank the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no huddle.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Right back to him on the ground. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Cobb. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to keep it in the air. The short hands, it's Cobb. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they are going to be gassed.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to swing it on second down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. from the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. Oh, the attempt is no good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Vols can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab down the left side. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. Breaks into the open. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteers.
And finally, the offense strikes, man. Puts a drive together, gets points right at the end of the first half. Kudos to their defense keeping them in it. Now you got some momentum. Figure some things out at halftime. Right back in this ballgame.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. On the move from inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down.
1st and 10.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Looking for a huge play. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the 2nd half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Staley. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. 1st and 10.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback extends the play. Snagged in the middle. It's Sherrill. Still running at the 40. He's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yeah, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Strong run, picks up 6 down to the 22-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Got the quick pass. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
And the Volunteers are rolling down the field. Now from inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25. That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle with Sherrill. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. They were unfazed by that earlier fourth down failure and will try for a second time in this one. Wide receiver going in motion. Direct snap. Nice move to pick up yardage. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown ball. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up by 28 over South Carolina. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Might be changing the route. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone, and they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
And the Vols will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Tennessee! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. They'll try the run. Finding an escape route. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. lines up quickly.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch with this.
There he goes. The 40, the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped.
And your Tennessee Volunteers will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll leave it with him. And some room to work. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Man, when I can run the football like that on 1st down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Volunteers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll move the wide receiver. They give it to him again. Running to Green. It's a running room. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
They'll send the back in motion. Got it behind the line. It Smothers. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
2nd down coming up.
They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davis. And he's wrestled to the ground. The Vols moving quickly to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He'll throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Matthews. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Volunteers! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24.
Offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown ball! And they turn it into a defensive score. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game spot.
In this kind of game where it's only one possession, one play could make the difference. And that time the quarterback got a little too greedy. The defender jumps in front, picks it off, pads the lead for his team. We've still got a lot of football to go here, but that was a massive play for the defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So here comes the Auburn offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Going for it all. He's got it inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Man, how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll give it to the back. He'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of a game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few 1st downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up 3rd down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game. Give it back to your offense to go see if they can score.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Working that left side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Snap it to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. He's looking downfield to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy is one of the best receivers in college football, and the defense knows it too, right? They've been watching film, and that time on 3rd down, they had him double covered. That's a big reason why that ball fell incomplete.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he had just enough to will that one home. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Gets it out to the 22 before going out of bounds, and they are suddenly out of trouble. First play of the drive comes from the 22. First play of the drive wants to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Thompson. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Throws to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up 3rd down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Under fire. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee.
And this offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore, right? They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.